lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Ruling Class Mistica, January 1st, 2026.
As the year turns 2026, America turns 250. Turn to your left, turn to your right. Embrace this moment. 350 million Americans celebrating 250 years of turning together. To rise above, to revel, to remember. We've turned fortitude into freedom, launches into landings, teamwork into triumph. And now it's our turn to show up for our country, to help write the next great American chapter together. Happy birthday, America. Here's to the next 250.
Far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, far purple mountain.
People's History, People's Mistica.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Clips from Haudenosaunee, People of the Longhouse by Caleb G. Abrams, Seneca Wolf Clan.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, we're a little bit everywhere.
In our creation story, we come from Skyworld. When he first made people, he took that stardust, like all those elements that are in the stars, then he put it into the humans that he was creating. And then he blew 3 breaths of life into us.
The Haudenosaunee people, the word meaning Lunoshinido, means people of the Longhouse.
The Haudenosaunee are a confederacy of 6 different Native nations.
We were united by a message of peace, power, and righteousness roughly over 1,000 years ago by a man we refer to as the peacemaker, working in concert with a woman, Jikonsase, the mother of nations, working to get the 5 nations to replace killing with thinking and to use the power of the good mind to resolve our differences. It's generally referred to as the Hiawatha Belt or Hiawatha Belt. This is a facsimile of it. Each of these represents one of the 5 nations. We created what anthropologists refer to as a mnemonic device. That's our visual record of agreements.
For the Haudenosaunee, it always goes back to that 2-row wampum treaty. It says, as settlers, you have the right to live your way, but so do we. That's the point of this agreement, is that we're going to live in peace and we're going to coexist. We're not selling land, we're not leasing land, we're just here under that 2-row model.
The responsibility of a clan mother is not only to nominate our chiefs. Probably her biggest responsibility is to ensure the continuation of the democratic principles of the Great Law of Peace.
A lot of our elders had attended boarding schools, and they left those boarding schools with the intention of not handing off the language because they didn't want their descendants to suffer at the hands of boarding schools. So my parents didn't grow up speaking, and my grandparents didn't grow up speaking, but all my great-grandparents grew up speaking Seneca as a first language. So that means you have 2 generations where the language was not really nurtured or handed off. So today, I'm very proud to say that our young people are stepping up to the plate and taking on the responsibility of learning language.
What's the end?
Jatko da diri vaina waavu. Na hukaa sako tugut. Jatko onka diri vaina selu. Okay, lo da on get on skessa.
It's like the key to unlocking the door to our culture. So without that key, you kind of only understand some parts of the culture, right, in English. And so it's bringing all of that together to understand all of the things that our ancestors and our speakers and our families have dedicated their lives to bringing forward and carrying that through. It's really our worldview. And the way that our elders talk about it is they want us to understand who we are. These are the things that were gifted to us.
We're always supposed to be thinking about the coming generations. You're cautious to make sure that what we're doing isn't depleting anything for the future. It plays a huge role in ecological responsibility and our decisions that way. We want to make sure that whatever we do, we're not compromising their existence or what they're going to experience here on Earth.
We are covered in scars, intergenerational scars that get passed on. But we're healing. We're making the conscious choice to keep that good mind. There's a revival happening in our communities, which I'm very proud of.
We have so much wealth in our knowledge, and like Ongwe Home wealth has nothing to do with money. That's just a tool. Money is just a tool. Ongwe Home wealth is like in our understandings, in our language, in our gardens. We have so much.
We are reclaiming who we are as Haudenosaunee people. I'm doing my part for my ancestors who fought for all these things, who survived all these things, who maintained traditional knowledge through all that turmoil. And now it's our responsibility to do that for our grandchildren and their grandchildren.
Indigenous people are often left out of the history of this era. Enslaved and free Black people are left out of this history. Poor white people are left out. And of course, the times these groups united across difference. We look back at these forgotten ancestors, complicated, human, and fighting for their rights to live. And as we look back at them, we can imagine them saying,
History has its eyes on me. History has its eyes on me.
and as we're looking back, we can also imagine them looking forward through time, at us, speaking to us.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember, from here on in, history has its eyes.